man. Good evening. Hope everyone's doing well. Trying to lower the volume just enough. I think maybe that's good. Whew, I don't know how long I'm going to live stream for. The little one is down, but past 3 nights I've had like 2 to 3 hours of sleep, so I'm a little tired. I probably shouldn't be programming because I'm definitely a little out of it, but we're gonna try. I want to do something fun. I don't want to just go to bed. So hopefully this soda helps to wake me up. Good. All right, we are going to work on utility blocks. It was brought to my attention that there is some weird behavior when it's like you're out of chunk range. I never liked how I programmed the utility blocks. I had the idea of using the game time and the transient, you know, because it was something new, right? And I wanted to learn how to use it. That is not a good way to do this kind of stuff. There's a lot of weird, janky crap that I'm starting to see. So I'm gonna completely build a new system out. I'm gonna build it smart this time because I have 3 more blocks that I'm gonna be adding. So altogether there will be 7 utility blocks. So instead of duplicating code 7 times, we are going to create what a basic utility block does and how it functions, and then extend that behavior to the 7 specific things, each one having its own, like, on effect applied, you know, when it's on. And then the custom logic for, like, making a greenhouse or the slipstream generator, whatever it turns into. So to start all of this, I'm going to come right down here. Kind of curious to see how often I screw up with this. It's probably going to be a lot. I will copy the stability stabilizer. Why not? And this is going to be... I want to keep it the same, so I should do block entity utility generic. Hey RC, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. I am I am tired. my ass is tired. I still got a lot done though. I pretty much have the pool open and yards all mowed, tamed the outdoors. It was all right. It was all right. Crap! What did I copy? Was it just nope? It was the whole thing. There we go. Ah! I'm gonna have a lot of mistakes like that. Going okay? Oh, that's good. That's good. Work tomorrow though. That's the only thing that sucks. Friday, but at least it is Friday. It's kind of weird. We got new management, right? Things are shifting around, and like, you know how people like joke if you're in the IT field, right? Read only Friday. All right, no big changes on Friday. But you know, there's still like when changes need to get done, shit still gets done. New management took that to the extreme. They're all like, yeah, we don't want to do changes on a Friday. It's like, so are you saying I have a 4-day work week? You know, like if I can't do anything. Fucking crazy. It's crazy. Okay. We have this new utility block. I don't think we have to register this block. Because we are not going to use this block directly. This is going to be what all the other blocks will extend. So I'm going to eyeball this, and we'll see how close we get. I'm going to preserve an inventory on this. In case I ever want to create a utility, you know, like an inventory in this stuff, it'll be nice to already have it. UTILITY. So I'll say utility block context. Excuse me. There, we'll minimize that. Transient, I don't think I need anything from transient. You know, I do need one thing. I need this. I'm going to copy that, but I'm going to take it added transient. I'm just going to bring it down here. Multi-block structure. None of these should be registered as multi-block structures. That's weird. Why do I even have this in here? Am I really using it? What is it? Show me. Show me where I'm using this, please, and thank you. Is it in transient? It was in transient. Oh, I'm just saving. I'm reading and writing. You know what? Gone. This thing right here, turn off at, we're getting rid of that too. I'm going to prune out all the extra bullshittery. Just like that. That's right. You're doing a big network migration. Yeah. Moved. We're only able to move like 10 of the SVIs. Which is a lot. They're all heavy-hitting networks. But on top of that, I don't know if you were here for the beginning. The past, honestly, it's been like almost 3 weeks now. But the past, I would say ever since Monday, it seems like things got worse, and the little one doesn't stay asleep. So I've gotten 2 to 3 hours of sleep in a row per night. It's been a challenge. Like, I feel extreme mental fog, we will say. It's been rough, man. It's been rough. Hank? Hey, troublemaker. Hey. Oh, bugger. Yeah. It's been, I could see why sleep deprivation is a torture. It really does fucking suck. It's terrible. It's terrible. But it is what it is. So with this, I'm going to create a variable here. I'm going to have it be in listener ID. This is going to be powered on listener ID, I think is what I'm going to call this. So let's pop this right there. Let's do this dot Vies power drain. Look at all this bullshit. Do you see all this? You know what we're gonna do? Boom, gone. I don't even want to see that code. I guess I can get rid of it there too. So instead of power drain, this would be what did I name that? What did I name it? I want to keep the main part of the idea. Okay, so I'll call this powered on. Let's make sure the little one's still asleep. I'm nervous. I'm like, as soon as I start live streaming, watch, he's gonna wake up and I'm gonna have to go away, and then I won't be able to live stream. And let's get rid of that. We'll make this empty for now. I have a very great seed I've been told about. World seed. Isn't it a little different? Like, it's not just world seed like in Minecraft. It actually will also, it generates your seed by not only the seed code, but what your parameters are, like if you have temporal stability and stuff, and then it uses all of that compiled to make your final seed. I think I was reading that in the forums. It's an interesting approach if it's the case. It's interesting. All right, so we're gonna keep going down. So powered on. So this right here, I don't need this. I will keep this variable here, but I'm going to cut it out and paste it here. I don't want anything in terms of transient. That's going to be confusing. So we're going to have inventory. There we go. Kind of rearrange things a little bit. The 1 second accumulator, I don't think that's needed. So we'll get rid of that too. Look at all the red we have. So what are we doing here? Registering a couple things. I'm going to delete those. I'm going to get the block accessor just in case I need it. This right here... yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. I will leave that as is. I will make sure to put removal logic where it needs to go. This may actually go a little further upstream. I'm not sure yet. What's the command to view world seed? I don't know, man. I'm honestly not sure. The best thing to do is go to the wiki for the game and try and type in server commands. They do have a list of the server commands on there. Isn't this caffeine supposed to wake me up? I feel just as miserable. Miserable. Oh, God, I still have all these calculations. You know what? I'm just going to put a fucking 0 right there. Yeah, this is what I'm going to do. Because I want to preserve this. I'll just put in, like, what am I doing? I just wanted to do a 0 and then comment that out. I'm going to do the same thing here. A 0 and then comment it out. On player right click, a lot of this code I'm going to have to preserve as well. I don't think I want to do anything with that. Let's keep going down. I'm just going for all the red. Get rid of all the red. On infusion tick, I did get rid of that, right? Yeah, I did. So this whole thing can almost go away. There we go. Cut that out. Boom. Done. Get out of here. And I will paste that in there. Sweet. All right. Now that I got rid of all the errors, we're going to do a deeper swipe here. This right here, I'm eventually going to make a configuration for this so you can put how much time a temporal gear and transmutation will. I went a little crazy with the configs. Like, I did a complete config revamp and added a bunch of stuff and reorganized things for the next update, amongst other things. And I think after this, I will disable the new staff and the world magic for the new staff. And then I'll put out like one final like release for this version, and then I'll re-enable the new staffs and then just go from there. All right, so initialize, it's looking good. Block info, we're going to ignore that for now. Everything inventory specific. I think I can leave these here. Although I don't think I need any of this. The seed is a bunch of numbers. The seed you spawn in a limestone area. Oh yeah? It's kind of cool. Let me copy that. I'll take a look at it. I'll give it a try. Oop. Paste. Thanks, Hank. I gotta get rid of some windows. Jesus. Yeah, I'm thinking I don't need any of this right here. This really had to do with the old entity transient stuff. So I don't care about any of that. Really, I just want to initialize the inventory, which I am doing right now. And then these methods here go along with that initialization, so we will... Yeah, actually, this whole section I could just close right back up. Boop. Events. This one we are going to get rid of for now as well. I am going to have to do something specific in here. This is going to be how you would apply Rusty Dust to, you know, one of your utility blocks. Jesus. Wow. I don't know if I'm going to have anything that is I don't think I'm gonna have any GUIs for this stuff. I don't want you to see. I don't want you to open this up and then put like a stack of 64 Rusty Dust in and be able to walk away. You know, these are things that you're gonna have to have some kind of maintenance for, right? That way it compares to transmutation. So for now, I will leave this in. But if I ever do decide to add GUIs, I got to make sure to include that. So that's looking good. This would be dropping the inventory contents. We want to preserve that as well. And then this, if I ever want to do anything with receiving client packets, I could just do that. And I think I don't need anything else for the server. Honestly, I don't even think I need the client packets. I don't need... I'm looking at like something else here as a reference. I don't think I need any of this, honestly. This right here can go away. This can go away. Really, I just want these in the events. Boop. All right. To and from tree attributes. These need to go up towards the top. It should be right under initialize, and I usually do 2 tree attributes first. Because that's your save, and then right. And that's just my preference. That's how I've been doing it. Which means I can get rid of them down here. I can cut this out. We can get rid of the whole transient thing. It's kind of organizing the code as we go. So we have the inventory, any kind of events. If I want to inject sound, I have something ready to be able to pipe into that. And then this is the powered on logic. This is what's going to tick every second. We need to make a new method here. This will be a protected void. I will say run powered on, or I should say run active effects. This right here is what we're going to want. And I'm going to keep it empty. And it's actually going to go in place of this. I may, you know what? I may actually want to extend block position, the runic tier. So let's add a couple of these things here. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. There we go. So it's going to, when you place the block down, it's going to initialize an inventory. We do need to add a couple more things, but basically an inventory, I'm going to have my own energy system. And then I'm going to have what happens when it's powered on. So this is going to be the powered on logic that ticks every second. And every second, it will run the active buff effects, which will be specific here. Actually, what I should do is say protected virtual void, because I'm going to be overriding this particular method in each one of the utility blocks. And the good news is, if I ever want to tweak the system or add it, I do it from just this one file instead of figuring something out and then trying to accurately paste it in 7 other times. Ooh. All right, and then I think the rest of this, like sending a player message, I will keep that. Running a particular buff, I can delete that. I can delete all of that. This is going to be important. This is going to be checking for the runestone. Although this honestly should be something that's overridden as well, so I will make this a virtual as well. And I'm also going to cut it out, and I'm going to paste it right there. Yeah, that's going to change for sure. There we go. All right, so I cleaned up all of the crap. Instead of conversion process, we'll do MISC. Whoops. And I'll say MISC logic. There we go. And I'll kind of reorganize things. All right, so this is what we're looking at so far. Now, again, we're gonna go back up to the top. Yep, some things here are gonna change. This doesn't exist anymore. Now this is run active effects. And that should also be down here as well, right? Is it under events? Maybe it is. There we go. So I just have to change it here as well. So this will be run active effects. There we go. Now I have to consider, we have to put in a power system, right? There we go. So to do that, we're going to have like a current power. It's probably going to, I may just use burn time. Maybe burn time would be the most accurate. So I would want a public int burn time. You know, instead of burn time, I'll say running time current. And we'll do a set and a get for that. And then we will do a running time maximum max. So in here, now what we're gonna do, actually I'll do it with initialize. That way we have access to API in case I need it. So right after the inventory stuff, let's go ahead and say this dot running time now I got to think of the calculations. This is going to be a 1 second tick, so automatically let's put 60 in there, right? Because I'm going to do this by minutes and not seconds. And I think the default configuration is going to be you feed this thing, and then in 15 minutes, you will have to feed it again, right? Or you can feed up to how, you know, whatever the maximum is going to be, but it's going to be 15 minutes, right? So I could make it to where you could charge this enough to have an hour of runtime, in which case I would just do that for your maximum time. Yeah. That would be pretty good, because then that would be 4 transmutation casts or 4 or maybe 5 uses of Rusty Dust, 5 or 6. So 4 transmutation or 5 or 6 Rusty Dust to get the same time. Maybe. Sounds about right. Sounds good. Sounds like I know what I'm talking about. All right, we are going to need to do a couple things here. So 2 tree attributes. I believe it's going to be tree, and I'm going to have to say set. What data point do I want this in? Probably int. Probably is an int. We're going to have to do RMR references dot. Why is my keyboard so far to the side? Jeez, man. Oh, that's so much better. I'm over here like leaning, trying to type. It's crazy. Do I already have something for utility block? Yeah. I called it burn time, though, so let's change that. This is now... I should do active time because the state is active. So instead of burn time, active time. There we go. That will do nicely. Boop. All right, so we're going to set int, and this is going to be this dot current time. So instead of running time, this will be active time. Let's scroll to the top. We got to change the variable up here. Instead of running, it's going to be active. There we go. Change it a couple places. Done. So we need to save and then be able to read and write this data. Oh, we'll get there. You know, I think we'll do from tree attributes and then to tree attributes. So for this, it's going to be similar, right? I'm going to have this equals tree dot, this will be get int. And then I will look for this particular key, and then I will have 0 as the default if it does not have the key. There we go. So this data should persist now, which is awesome. Block info, I'm just going to hide again. I don't need anything on player right click yet. I think that's literally all I have to do in this main method. All right, so we need a guinea pig. The stability stabilizer, that will be our guinea pig. You know what? No. No. How about... Yeah, stability stabilizer. I was thinking, I'm like, what's the point? There's no reason. No reason to pick one over the other. All right, stability stabilizer. Or I gotta rename that. It's the temporal stabilizer. Maybe I'll do that. So now I can just extend block utility for things like the name. I think it's got to be new public string. Everything in inventory here gets to go away. Inventory doesn't exist anymore. All of this can go away as well. We've already taken care of it in the previous stuff. Also, everything here can go away. So really, the only variable is going to be the registry name that we're going to have to worry about. Everything in here, I can get rid of as well. We don't have to do anything with the inventory here. The listener's already registered. Let's delete that out. So I think initialize is going to be pretty empty as well. This is... Gonna have to comment this out. All right, I'm gonna minimize that because I don't want to do anything with block info until I get logic that's like working, and then you do that as a cleanup. Also, the seed has a trader at spawn. It's not too far, and you can see it's decent. How many bears are in the area? How many bears? All right, some of this stuff I can get rid of as well. On inventory, on or closed, on slot modified, all that can go. The whole inventory section can go away. Events. This, I'm not sure if it needs to go away or not. I think what I will do is this. I'm gonna say base dot on player right click. I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just inherit everything that happens before. If I need to break anything out, I can do it through here. But I think I will keep this override in effect in case I have to add to the logic at all. But I don't think I'm gonna need to. I think everything can be done in, the thing downstream. On block removed, this is going to be a similar thing. That's already being taken care of. At this point, I can get rid of that, right? We can start paring this logic down. And I'm going to get rid of these two things here. I will never need to override those things. So, all right, so that's everything in events. Transient. Pretty sure I could delete this whole section as well. No, because there's our to and from tree attributes. So let me cut these out. Paste them right there. Whoops, did not mean to do that. I'm going to fat finger a lot of things. This is going to be rough. This is rough. Rough night. I feel like this soda, I'm so tired, I don't even feel like this soda has done anything at all. If anything, I feel like it's lulling me to sleep. Damn you, broken soda. All right, I can get rid of all of that. Sounds, I can also get rid of. So we got our events. I can get rid of this. All right, this is where I'm going to have to start making some new stuff. Let's make some space. I need to override this method right here. So we're going to do override. And now I will cut this out, paste it in. I can get rid of this. And then it's just going to be apply buff to players. And this is specific to this block. I don't need the check for runestone block here. Boop. So this is what it became. This little bit by extension. Everything, all the heavy lifting's done here. And now we're just kind of tweaking things. Let's save this. We are going to build the game, or build what we have, and then hop in. Now, this is not fully working, right? Because transmutation's not going to do anything. Yep, here we go. So this is transmutation. We have to figure this out. What I'm thinking is I can say be dot... what did I name this? Active max time, or active current time, is going to equal the current time plus I should make configs for these now. I should make some configs. All right, let's make some configurations here. Let's make some configs. So under item and block, I'm going to make a constant int. And this will be called utility block underscore. Here, I'll do block underscore utility underscore. I'll do amount active time amount underscore rusty dust. Copy paste. This will be transmutation. So rusty dust, I will give you 10 minutes of time per dust. Transmutation, I will give you 15 minutes per time. I'm actually, you know, I think I will probably swap them. That should be 15 and this should be 10. Because the spell is significantly cheaper to just cast than it is to consume the rusty dust item, even though you can farm the rusty dust items. I'm out of my drink. Shit. Why didn't I get water? Great, now this is going to be a fun thing to try to ignore my thirst. Because if I get up, I'm not coming back. Like, the stream's ending. I'm just going to bed at that point. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. I'm gonna go ahead and paste this in. We're gonna make 2 configuration options based on this information here. So we're going to have our description, we're going to have our variable, and then the default for that will be the constant that we just made. In here, I'm going to say amount of active time gained in seconds, right? So I should say amount of active time gained from using rusty dust on any utility block in seconds. Now I gotta make sure I'm very nice with my configurations. I give people minimum maximums. I'm nice. You're so kind. Alright, so default to 15. God, what do I want the max to be? Maybe isn't 300 5 minutes? Isn't that 5 minutes? Although that'd be 300 hours, so really I could have 60. I'll just put in 60, right? So 60 times 60, that would be an hour. No, that would be way more than an hour, right? Man, I'm not even gonna attempt to do that math. I just know each one, it's not gonna be in seconds, it's gonna be in minutes. There we go. So you'll get 15 minutes or 60 minutes max. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I just want to get these in because I need to start using these variables already. So this would be transmutation. I'm actually spelling things a lot better than I thought I would. Using the spell transmutation. Here we go. On any utility block in minutes. Perfect. Save. Now we can go back into, where was it? Transmutation here, right? So now I can say rustboundmagic.config transmutation utility block Active time amount transmutation. Instead of a float, this needs to be an int. Perfect. This also needs to be an int. Okay. There we go. And it went away. We'll do copy, paste. Now in here, what I can say is if BE active time is greater than BE dot active maximum time, we're going to say the current time is equal to BE dot max time, and then apply the buff. So that's just making it to where you can't go over what the maximum is. So you can't like overfeed it. It will cut off. So this is going to be one of those times when, like, sure, you have the configs and stuff, but you know, even if you gain 2 minutes from using a Rusty Dust of 15 minutes, I'm not going to allow you to go over. So it's going to eat your item, and it's only going to give 2 minutes. So you're going to have to, like, you know, police your own stuff a little bit. Be a little responsible. Perfect. So that should be transmutation all happy. So ideally, I should be able to place a block now. Then off temporal stabilizer, cast transmutation on it, and then have it start up. And then I should be able to. I won't be able to skip time, but I will be able to let it like run its course and kind of tick out. I probably should have put a temporary number. That was a lot lower. Maybe I could do 1 minute. Sweet. All right, let's put a fresh one down. That's our temporal stabilizer. Wait, this is the one we're... Yeah, this is the one. So I should be able to cast transmutation on it. It did turn on. Now with this, it doesn't matter how much time is skipped, right? I just skipped 4 days. This is going to run for so many minutes. While this is running, let's hop back into the code. Now I can start customizing the heads-up display. So let's go back into utility. Block info. So I have active there, time left 0 hours. Oh, which would make sense. Time left, I had it at 0. So what I will say is this dot active time, not maximum, I want current. Let me just pipe that in. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be happy. Oh, you know what? Let's go back into here. Because this is completely overriding it. So I guess maybe I should have block info. I don't think I need anything with block info here. I can do this and delete all of that. And we're going to reload. Oh, Oh shoot, I did it to the... Wait, no, I didn't do it to the wrong one. This would have been the right here. Oh, I did do it to the wrong one. So hours left, it should be down here. There we go. So it says 10 hours. The hours is just a string, so it's got 10. Probably... about 5 minutes went by. Is that it? So this should be minutes. Minutes. So why am I setting this? Oh, because one of them is stating that it's incomplete. It's kind of a waste of logic here. I can do this so much better. Because I could paste this in here. No, you know what? It would still have to be inside of an if statement. I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it. I'm going to have to come back and make this a little more robust. So, time left 10 minutes. Do I really need to, like, take a look at the clock? Ooh. Oh, man. All right, stopwatch. Where are you? Start. So in less than a minute, this thing should go down to 9 minutes. If it's calculating correctly, it may not be. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's not counting down. We totally didn't put the timer in there. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. So powered on logic here. So what I need to do is say if this dot active current time is greater than 0, cut, paste, enter. We are going to tick this down. And we are going to run the active buffs effect. Seven, 6, 5, 4. There we go. 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, we didn't put any shut-off logic in there. So in here I have to say if this current active time equals 0, or I should say is less than or equal to 0, and this dot block dot code dot path dot contains active. Boop. Then I'm going to want to do a similar thing to what I do here, and that is exchange the block. And we will code this with off. And I will say utility block with copy and paste. We will absolutely do an exchange based on this dot position. Fireball. There we go. And it did shut it off. Now, let's cast transmutation on it. Turned it on. Now it's pretty much ticking per second because I didn't expand the numbers. 3, 2, 1, 0. Shut off. Okay, so now we have something that is running pretty well. So let's do our first test. I'm going to go ahead and set up teleport to 0, 10, -10. So that is right here. I am going to cast transmutation. There, it's on. Now I teleported 1,000 blocks away. This should have despawned or deloaded. If we'll see if it's still ticking. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it should have shut off by now. And it did. Not bad. Before it was getting stuck, right? So let me try and break it. Ah, that's what it was doing. Okay. So what happened there? I think what we need to do is shut off the ticker when it's not in range anymore. When it's unloaded, it should stop ticking. I thought there was another. Is there another? Let's do public override void on block unloaded. Here we go. So in here, I want to, the best thing to do is to stop the ticking countdown. I think that's going to be the best thing to do. I think I could maybe do something like, you know, let's make sure that it's even calling this. Unloaded! I should see this spam. Oh, wait. I'm gonna have to log out because I just created a new method while the game was running. Yep, it's very unhappy. We're gonna rebuild, hop back in. Now, and then what we will do is teleport away. I want to make sure that it calls this. And then I think there's an unloaded. And what I can do is I can create a bool. So when it's unloaded, and I'll save this, I'll set it to false. Right? Because it shouldn't be loaded. And then if it is loaded, I'll set it to true, which would then have the ticker. Oh, wait. /TP 0, 10, -1000. Yep, unloaded. And loaded. Well, I don't know. I assume it was loaded. Yeah, so it did go into the unloaded state. 10, 9, 8, 7. Right, and it's still doing that thing because I didn't actually put any code in, but it is calling this. Let me put the on block loaded as well. I'm pretty sure it's not block, it's like on loaded, I think is what it's called. Let's go ahead and stop that. And I think there's like something else too. Come on, give me show potential fixes. I thought it was unloaded. Show potential fixes for this. Am I close? How did I do it up here? You know what I could do? Let's do base dot. Ah, shit, I don't see a loaded. Would it just be initialize? Maybe it would just be initialize. You know what? I bet you it is probably initialize. Let me get rid of that. And I'll say init. Man, how much more life do I have in me? Don't know. All right, so I place it down. So it did call initialize. Unloaded. Initialize. That's what it is. Booyah. I think I was getting it confused with Minecraft. I think they have like theirs is like think they have like a loaded. I could turn it on. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shut off. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Now we have to pause that counter when it's unloaded. So we are going to make a new variable here. It's going to be a bool, and I will say is utility block loaded. And I will say this equals true. Right? It's going to equal true here, but it's going to be false right here. And now what I'm going to do is pull this up, and for powered on, right in here, I'm going to say if we're going to pop that right in there. I'm going to pop in a return, and we are going to make it a negative, right? So if this is false, if this is not loaded, then just return. Don't go any further and process anything. This is going to be the easiest solution for this, right? So cast, it's on. 10. Oh, I got to restart the game. Hold on. Because I created a variable outside of a method. So it's not going to be something I can use until I come here, build. There we go. Successful. Now we can hop back in. I probably should mark this with on placed. I should probably set it to true on there. Why don't I do that? Where would on placed be? I think it's like on block placed. Is it in here? No, no, no. I think someone's shooting off fireworks outside. I'm gonna fucking kill them if they wake up my child. Go out there. What the fuck are you doing? What are you celebrating? You get in here and put my child to sleep. You do it right. Shit. I'm trying to think where this would be. I would have crammed it under events. I don't think I'm really using it that often. I'm not sure where this would be. It would, you know what? Rift Bloom. I'm doing it with Rift Bloom. That's what she said. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think this is set through the block, not the block entity. It is set through the block. You know, I'm going to ignore it for now. This should be enough. I should be able to catch transmutation. TP. 0, 10, negative 10,000. So it was at 6 or 5. Probably just ticked 5. Unloaded. Should have set it to false. Still ticked it down, huh? Wah, wah. You know what? I wonder if there's a client-server kind of relationship here. We need to make this code a little more robust, I think. Let's go back down to here, and let's say if I think I want to call this from server side only. So let's do this.api.world.side.isServer. Better yet, I could do an isClient. Return. So if it's the client at all, just return. The client should not be keeping track of burn counters anyways. You know, I don't want to do it this way. Let me do a server right here. Kind of pop all of this in here. There, something like that. And let's put a print statement in here. RMR references dot logger. And I will say loaded tick. I'm going to put something in here that says I exist. Instead of I exist, I'll just put exist. Exist, then loaded tick. And then I will say reducing time. And this one will be shutting off. All right, let's see what kind of jackassery we got going on here. Exist loaded tick. Reducing time, reducing time, reducing time. Now, this is a broken version of this. I probably shouldn't use this. Wow, it let me actually break it. There we go. That's what I was expecting. This is better. Let's just do this. I don't want to reload the world. Oh, the client's not getting the update. So it's not getting the time update anymore. So what we need to do in here is probably this dot mark dirty true. There we go. Now time is synchronized again. What happens if I break it mid? All right, looks like it doesn't do anything else. I'm going to reload because I'm getting spammed from that other one. I think I'll be staying up like maybe 10 more minutes. Maybe. All right, it exists. Loading tick. It's reducing time. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, so exist loaded tick is what it's spamming right now. So this, so it's getting past this to loaded tick. Okay, let's we could delete that one, right? I'm still seeing exist and loaded tick. Oh, you know why? Let's That's why I forgot to put this to false. Totally fucking forgot. Toots. All right, let's teleport back. And teleport away. So it said unloaded, but it's still ticking. I wonder if I have to do a this dot mark dirty true. Nope, still quote unquote exists. Very interesting. I kind of wonder what it thinks this variable is. So let's see under exist. True. Oh, I'm getting trues and falses. So we got a desync between client and server. Well, well, well. What have we here? This.api.world.side plus. There we go. Make it look nice and neat. Let it tick for a bit. All right, what do we see? Client says false. The server says true. So the client says false, and the server says true. Now it's both true. Let's keep going until it unloads. Unloaded. Good Lord. So it looks like the client was set to false, but the server is still true. I think I may need to send a packet. May need to send a packet for this. So that tells me that this method here, onBlock unloaded, looks like it's called when the chunk the block entity resides in was unloaded. Removes the game tick listener, so still call the base method. Ooh, really? So it removes the game tick listener. I wonder if I need to pop that back on. Or pop it up there. Shit, was it this way? No, I think it was this way, yeah. Initialize. I don't think that really changed anything. I think I need to send a packet, unfortunately. Because I need... The client is seeing it, which would make sense. Okay, so let me think of it this way. Maybe I need to do a check to see if this block isn't a loaded chunk. Maybe that would be a better way to do what I need to do for the calculations. So this dot, it would be block excess? No. World. We'll do API dot world dot block accessor. Let's just kind of look at these here. Walk structures, neighbor update, setting the blocks, removing things. Mark block entity dirtied, mark modified, mark chunk decors modified. Is side solid, is valid position, is not traversable. Most solid block, map region. Get map chunk at block position, get map chunk. Maybe it could be something in get map chunk. Or get chunk. Maybe it's get chunk. For dimensional awareness, chunk Y would need to be based on block position internal Y. Alright, whatever. You know, it may not be this. Let me look at chunk. I'll say 0, 0, 0. Dispose empty. Break all. Local. Mod data. Mark fresh, mark modified, release, remove. No, it's nothing with get chunk. I don't think there's anything else in here. Let's look at this dot. What about this dot block? Maybe there's something in block. Ah, there it is. Unloaded for block. You know... There we go. I'm being looked at. It only works while you're looking at it. It's perfect. Let's go into the block for this. Stability stabilizer. Unloaded. Called when this block was loaded by the server or the client. BE. Alright, so I'm going to have to look to see if the block entity is correct. So I'll say BE. If BEO does not equal null, I need to just get API.world. I'll say this dot POS. Shoot. How am I going to get the position of this? So I'm getting things like code. I don't think I'm going to get positional data. Yeah, I don't have anything that's position, anything that's posts. Top middle position. Origin point at which particles are being spawned. Nah, that's not it. shoot, I may not be able to call this here. Because the goal was going to be something like this. BEO dot... the fuck's it called? Oh man, it was the bool. What is it, like active? No, loaded. Something with loaded. There it is. So on loaded, I would have set it to loaded, and then I would have done BEO dot mark dirty true. That way client and server both get synchronized. But I need to be able to pull out positional data. So I don't think I can quite do that here. Yeah, this sucks. Because I need the block position. I wonder if there's anything in block. Let's look for... anything block position. There's so much crap in this. I don't think I'm gonna find what I'm looking for. On block placed is an interesting one. Always called when a block has been placed through whatever method except during World Gen or via exchange block. For World Gen, you might want to use try place block for World Gen and attach a custom behavior during placement or removal. Nah, kiss my ass, I'm not doing that. I don't think so. Nope. On fall onto, that's an interesting one. Yeah, none of this is what I want. I'm not going to be able to do what I want here. It's a dead end. Get retention. King Day Day Day. Hey. Sounds like it's used for gravity. Yeah. Probably can make like fall pits and stuff, like, you know, those traps. Make some booby traps. Also, you could probably make like a spring, like a bouncy bed or something too from that. Yeah, I don't think this is really what it is. It seems like the stuff with block is just about specific things like resistance and whatnot. It's not really positional information. So I can't get anything from block or unloaded. I wonder if this is acting weird because of the exchange block. Wonder if I would have better results if I just do a hard set. That's what she said. Let's try it. So right here, instead of exchange block, this would be set block. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, this, okay. It was my fault after all. Did it load? Come on, man. You're gonna make me shut down? You're gonna make me shut down. I'm just gonna shut down. It's acting weird. We're gonna rebuild. God, it's taking forever. You know what could have been the problem with this whole thing is the fact that I'm exchanging the block. The block has to be loaded because it's a soft replacement. Set block is a very definitive hard cutoff. Maybe that's key factor, though. There. All right. It exists. So it did shut off pretty quickly. I'm out of mana. See, now it's not quite working right. So let's go back into here. Maybe at this point, I still want the server to be responsible for doing the ticking. And let's get rid of this. Do, 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 do. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So that's when it stopped. Now let's put this back in. Because this should power it back off. So why was it preemptively powering it back off before? Is it because I didn't mark dirty? Oh, I didn't mark it dirty. Shoot. I need to do block mark dirty. This dot position. There we go. And then I'll mark the block entity as dirty as well. All right, shut off. It's just shutting right back off. So chances are client and server are not agreeing with what is actually there. I'm wondering what's going to happen if I take it out of there. Let me get rid of the exist. Let me get rid of this as well. So I want the reducing time logic and the shutting off logic. And I'm saying if the active current time is less than or equal to 0, and it's an active block, then it needs to shut it off. Right? So it would shut it off. It would change the block. I change the block for that position. I mark the block position as dirty. I may want to try and kill the lights as well, just in case I end up adding a light source to these blocks. So it would be a remove block light. What I need to do is pop up to here. I'm gonna have to say block old block equals this block dot light, right? Because what does it want? It wants that, and then wants block position, this dot position. There we go. Just in case I give these things like a little glow when they're on or anything, it will clean up that light source so it doesn't stay in the world after the block is gone. And then you got to put down like another torch or something to relight the area. Perfect. Keep seeing my own reflection here. It's freaking me out, man. Okay, this server side. But for now, I will comment this out. So it ran an instant initialize. You know, I may want to stick with exchange block. So transmutation. So it did the initialize. Let's reload it because I think I've been stacking block entities in the same space. Ooh. Oh, man. Reducing time. Three, two, one. Boop. All right, shut it off. See if lightning strikes twice. If I cast it again, I bet it's going to do 30 briefly, and then... Nope, it does 10. Interesting. I think we're getting close. I think I will figure this out very quickly tomorrow. Because I am really fucking tired right now. Really tired. I think ultimately what I need to stick with for this code is something like this. It should be the server's sole responsibility to tick things down. And that would also include this part as well. And really, it should be a nested if statement, just like that. Because I don't want to continuously have it run shutting off logic. I may need to reload. Yeah, we'll reload. Nope, out of mana. Of course. It's on 8, 7, 6, 5. Reducing time. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Shut off. Now it's spamming shut off. Right here, so I wonder what side this is trying to call it on. This dot API dot world dot side. Oh, the server's trying to continuously shut it off. bet I have to do an exchange block here. Yep, okay. Pop it on there. Boop. Yeah, see, now it's working pretty well. I bet you we'll let it run out so it's in this kind of state as well. And we'll see if we can break it. I'll be right back. All right. I think it's time to raid someone. Let's see, who is playing this game? I'm actively being scanned as speak. All right, we'll do this. We'll do this. Exclamation, or no, /raid. Deliria. Well, I watch one person, they stop streaming after about 10 minutes, now 15. My luck is not great today. I wasn't gonna live stream long, just because I haven't gotten a lot of sleep. And the little one has arisen from his slumber, so I gotta put him back to bed. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I'll continue work on this. I think we're making progress. A big part of this is going to be planning out like how this stuff actually works. You know what I mean? Like how is it working? But yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. I will probably be back on, depends on how tonight goes. I would like to live stream a little bit tomorrow as well. And into the weekend, because it's Father's Day weekend, so I want to play games. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. See you later, RC. See you later, King Day. Hey, Sig, there you are. Later. Have a good night. Bye, everyone.